Imagine living in a world where love isn't a chase, but a natural, serene part of life that comes to you at the right time and place. Sounds ideal, right? Have you ever found yourself tirelessly pursuing love only to end up feeling more alone than ever? But here's a surprising twist from the ancient Stoics. Chasing after love could actually be pushing it away. Why might this counterintuitive idea hold the key to not just finding love, but experiencing it in its purest form? What if I told you that the secret to truly experiencing love involves not chasing it at all? Today, we delve into the wisdom of the Stoics to uncover why chasing love might just be the biggest mistake you could make in your pursuit of happiness. Join us as we dive deep into Stoic wisdom to uncover the hidden truths about love, desire, and emotional well-being that modern society has forgotten. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because today, you're on the path to discovering how to attract genuine love by doing what seems the least likely, letting it go. Don't miss out on this life-changing perspective that could redefine your approach to relationships forever. Don't just watch, dive in, engage with us, and share one of your suggestions in the comments below before starting the video, because this might be a game changer, and challenge yourself to apply these practices. 1. The illusion of control. Stoic philosophy teaches us about the dichotomy of control, a fundamental principle that distinguishes between what is in our control and what isn't. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, famously said, "Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are our opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing." Love, being an emotion felt by another, clearly falls into the latter category. When we chase love, we attempt to control the uncontrollable, another person's feelings and desires, which sets us up for frustration and disappointment. The more we try to force love or engineer specific outcomes in our relationships, the more we stray from the natural course of human emotions. Marcus Aurelius, another revered Stoic, advised, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This quote emphasizes acceptance over force. Chasing love often involves trying to manipulate situations or people to fit our ideal of what love should be, rather than allowing relationships to evolve naturally and authentically. Instead of expending energy on chasing love, Stoicism guides us to invest in ourselves and our own virtues. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, wrote, "All the terms of our human lot are wisely ordered. It's better to accept the things beyond our power and gracefully adapt ourselves to what is given, rather than to tangle ourselves in an endless struggle against the external world." By redirecting our focus from external pursuits, like chasing love, to internal growth and self-improvement, we cultivate a sense of peace and self-reliance. This approach not only aligns with Stoic teachings, but also increases our likelihood of forming genuine connections based on mutual respect and understanding, rather than neediness or desperation. 2. The value of self-sufficiency. Stoicism teaches us the importance of developing inner completeness, a concept closely tied to the idea of self-sufficiency. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once stated, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This philosophy is pivotal when it comes to love and relationships. By seeking self-sufficiency, we strive to find contentment and happiness from within, rather than relying on others to provide it. This is not to suggest that we should avoid relationships, but rather that we should enter them not out of need, but from a stable, self-sufficient state where our emotional well-being does not hinge on another's presence or affection. In practice, self-sufficiency means focusing on personal growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, emphasized the value of self-reliance with his words, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When we chase love, we often do so because we feel something lacking within ourselves. However, by cultivating qualities like resilience, patience, and wisdom, we can become more complete individuals. This process involves reflecting on our values, engaging in activities that foster growth, and embracing solitude at times to connect deeply with ourselves. The ultimate goal of Stoic self-sufficiency in the context of relationships is to create a foundation where any external relationships enhance our lives rather than define them. Seneca puts this beautifully: "If you wish to be loved, love." Here, he highlights that love should be an expression of our excess joy and completeness, not a plea to fill a void. When we are self-sufficient, the relationships we form are healthier, more balanced, and based on mutual respect and admiration, rather than neediness or dependency. This approach not only attracts genuine affection, but also ensures that our relationships are contributing positively to our lives and the lives of those we care about. 3. The dangers of attachment. Stoicism teaches that attachment stems from assigning too much value to things beyond our control, which invariably leads to disappointment and suffering. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." This quote underlines the Stoic belief in accepting things as they are rather than how we want them to be. When we chase love, we often idealize outcomes that are not guaranteed, setting ourselves up for emotional turmoil when reality falls short of our expectations. The more we attach ourselves to the idea of love or a specific person, the more dependent we become on receiving affection and validation from outside ourselves. This dependency can cloud our judgment, leading to compromised personal values and self-neglect. Stoic philosophy advises against this by encouraging a focus on self-improvement and internal validation. Marcus Aurelius counseled, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This perspective urges us to cultivate our inner fortitude and to find contentment within ourselves, rather than seeking it in external sources. To mitigate the risks of attachment, Stoicism offers practical advice. Practice detachment regularly. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or emotionally unavailable, but rather preparing the mind to accept any outcome without despair. Seneca recommended daily reflections on impermanence and the transient nature of all things, including relationships. By contemplating the temporary nature of life, we learn to appreciate the present without excessive emotional investment in any specific outcome. This mindset not only reduces suffering, but also enhances our overall emotional resilience. 4. Finding love by letting go. Stoicism teaches us to embrace life as it unfolds, accepting what comes naturally rather than forcing our will upon the world. Epictetus famously said, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." When it comes to love, this means stepping back and allowing relationships to develop organically. By not imposing our expectations or desperately seeking affection, we open ourselves up to genuine connections that are more likely to be in harmony with our true selves. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the context of relationships, this Stoic wisdom suggests that the most effective way to find love is to focus on becoming the best version of ourselves. This involves cultivating virtues like kindness, patience, and integrity. When we prioritize personal growth and align our actions with our values, we naturally attract individuals who resonate with our authentic self. This attraction is effortless and devoid of the manipulations often associated with the chase for love. Seneca once wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day. The Stoics' emphasis on living in the present moment teaches us to let go of our fixation on future outcomes, such as finding a romantic partner. By focusing on the present and working on ourselves each day, we remain open to life's possibilities. Love, when it arrives under these circumstances, is more likely to be deep, fulfilling, and aligned with our innermost values. It comes not because we sought it through strenuous efforts, but because we were fully engaged in the art of living well. 5. Understanding true freedom. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, true freedom is defined not by our external circumstances, but by our internal responses. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." When applied to the pursuit of love, this means recognizing that chasing after affection or validation from others leaves us dependent and, ironically, less free. Stoicism teaches us that by reducing our cravings and focusing on our own self-development, we achieve a form of emotional self-sufficiency that is immune to the ebbs and flows of relationships. True emotional freedom, according to Stoics like Epictetus, involves distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. Epictetus explained, "In practical terms, this means that our peace and happiness should not be contingent upon finding love or maintaining a romantic relationship. Instead, we find freedom in our ability to remain composed and content regardless of our relationship status." Marcus Aurelius highlighted the importance of internal focus with his statement, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By internalizing this principle, we come to understand that true freedom lies in our ability to maintain our equanimity and sense of self-worth regardless of external circumstances. The paradox of love, from a Stoic perspective, is that we are more likely to attract genuine, fulfilling relationships when we are not dependent on them for our happiness. By embodying self-sufficiency, we become more attractive partners as we are seen as individuals who bring strength and stability to a relationship rather than neediness or insecurity. Conclusion: chasing love can often lead us down a path of frustration and heartache, but by embracing the Stoic principles of focusing on what we can control, developing self-sufficiency, practicing detachment, and letting go of the chase, we can attract genuine, fulfilling relationships. As the Stoics taught us, true freedom and happiness come from within, and by aligning our actions with our values, we can create a life of love and contentment. Remember, the journey to finding love starts with becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from these Stoic insights. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on Stoicism and practical wisdom for everyday life. Until next time, stay strong and stay Stoic.